So guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're jumping back on the stolen VW Touareg. If you don't know, this is my current winter car. It is fantastic. It is jumping through all the hoops, but there is one huge problem with this car, and the guys that we've used in the past, EON, have sent down another head unit for us to try, because I believe that this generation of car, you know, an early 2000s car, the money's right on them. You can get these cars cheap enough, but there is one big problem. When you're daily driving these cars, it's great, you know, it's lovely inside, but the biggest problem is the infotainment. The infotainment is absolutely terrible. It is, of course, from the late 90s, early noughties, and as you'll see from this configuration, there isn't a lot you can actually do with this. You can connect maybe an FM transmitter like I have in a lot of cars, but it just doesn't do justice to driving around all the time. When you want to listen to music, when you want to, you know, go on a trip, your maps aren't on there. That's what we're going to fix today. I do believe that a lot of cars from this generation are great, but the biggest downfall is of course going to be the technology, so that's what we're going to be updating today. You can see it's absolutely freezing cold today. You can hear the ice under my feet, but we have a doubled-in surround for the inside of the car. We have what I believe to be the right wires. We will find out in a minute, but this should be the correct wiring. We should be able to get it going, get the sound through it with this wiring. This was about £5.60, £5.70 off eBay posted, and hopefully these connections are the correct ones. If you do want these connections, I will leave a link in the description, and of course the entertainment unit that is going to transform the daily drivabilities and how this car is used from day to day. So we'll get this thing open, show you guys what's in the box. And here it is. Quite a lightweight unit actually, but this is a universal unit you can pretty much put in any car. So that's what we're going to test the theory today. We're going to test the idea of throwing this in pretty much any car, this being a 2003 VW Touareg. This should make this car so much better, easier for trips. So I'm really excited to put this in, get the Apple CarPlay going, and get this connected with all of the wires we bought. It should be a relatively easy job. We're about to find out. But let's get down. This should be a huge step up for any generational vehicle like this without any of the new in-car Apple Play, your Android stuff. This should be the unit. Because I rely on Apple CarPlay so much for my day-to-day activities, upgrading this is the perfect thing to do. So, link is in the description if you would like one of these. Let's go down to the garage and fit this thing, shall we? Eventually. Okay, so at the garage we have got the radio keys that these guys have. Basically, we're going to take out the original one here. There. Should be able to take that whole unit out. So I'm actually using this very fancy head unit tool, basically putting it in like that. It did take me a lot longer because someone else has been in here and they've actually, as I've found out and I've pulled it all out, they've actually bent one of the tabs at the back of this, so that was actually a lot harder than it needs to be. But head unit is out using these keys. We'll just show you the key, both keys in like that. Lovely job. Hold it, pulls out. Obviously if yours is bent, then you'll have to not do that and pull it as hard as you can and bend the tab back in to actually release the head unit. But we are in. Disconnect all this. Lovely. Head unit is out. Yeah, this stock one, it's not very nice, is it? And as I've already said, I think someone's been in here to try and maybe prize this out at some point. Definitely down here. Tab down there was bent. That's not going back in. We'll put that down there. Okay, we're going to get the head unit. Supplied wires. Throw them in the back of here. Like that. Into the block. Into there. Nice job. So, of course, because Dan's here, George is here, we need to get some professionals. We're finding it.
Where are you going to find them?
Oh, I don't know. Are you on? Oh, don't look in there. That's where the stolen information of the car is in here. And lots of weirdly parking tickets, yeah. But there's like loads of receipts and stuff. No, I need to clear that out. There's a lot on there. I've got no Werthers in there. Yeah, I've got those. That's the only things I've got in here. Sorry, mate. And they're for my daughter. We've got some sauces in there. They're the best sauces from McDonald's, just so you know. That's a torch just in case. How'd you turn it on? You never know when you need a torch. So, who's Justin? Just in case. It's a just in case. You never know. Genuine gold. Genuine. You're so impressed. That's the spirit. Get it under your armpits. That's it. So we're going to have to put a wire from there a switch live from the fuse box into the head unit and basically run a wire.
Jamie can't do nothing simple.
No, this is not how this works. It's got to be complicated. Although it's not complicated, but it is because I'm here. Yeah, he said that. It's got an air condition for chilling the glove box. Your cold beverages in there. Yeah, so that's where the cold beverages go in the summer, but it's not summer, it's freezing.
Fingers are seriously cold.
Yeah, I know, it's bad, isn't it? So as you'll see, we're actually currently taking some wire from what VW had put in from the factory, I'm assuming, to actually have what is in theory power at the back of the car for, say, a caravan. So we're actually taking that because it's in there, so we might as well use it.
And you're not using it.
And I ain't using it. I'm not going to tie a caravan, so we'll have that. Right, so wiring has been taken from the fuse box the other side and brought in. We've got a live here, so that's a permanent 12 volt, and then we have switchable 12 volt there, so that comes on with the ignition and that'll go back into the radio. So everything is connected, we've pushed it in. I am going to have to get a surround for this because it's a little bit, it's not as flush as I want it to be, so that's my fault for not buying the surround bit, but we are in, and let's give a little start up. Come on, home screen just there. We'll turn this down because it's very cold in the UK at the moment. We'll take this off actually as we're waiting because, oh, how good does it feel to do that? Right, started up, and as you can see, we have Spotify straight on here, which is awesome. It actually connected really quickly. We paired it straight away from my phone, and that pops up the second that you come on and start up the car. So that's so cool. You can go through everything, all of your playlists, everything like that, everything you would get in a new car. And we've also got the maps on here, which is so cool. So if we come in, we can zoom right into where we are. We're at the garage on the Isle of Wight, so everything works as it should, like it does on your phone, but it's in the centre of the car now. It just completely transforms how I'm going to use this car day to day, taking phone calls, you know, using the maps, using my Spotify. Because I drive this thing so much, this is going to completely transform from what is a 2003 car with aged technology all the way up to where we are now with this awesome doubled-in stereo in. I'm so happy about how this has come out and how relatively easy it was to actually get this thing in the car. We also have this side, the volume just here, so everything works really well. Got a home button there. You've also got two USB slots there to charge stuff off. It also does have a USB cable that I've put just down on the passenger's footwell if I do need to connect anything else. And then we'll come onto the home screen. As you can see, time, date, it's a Tuesday, and I can go through and go to either Android Auto if I need it, the Carplay, which is on my phone. You've got your home screen there with everything like the mirror link, the USB, the phone, the camera that I will be putting in next. Also, if you go into the setup section, so say we go to the home just there and we go into setup, we can then change everything here. So we have language, brake detection, the beep if you want it, the key light when the lights are on, reverse mute, even the smartphone access, Wi-Fi device, equalizer, change your time and date if you need to. Although this is actually automatically updated with my phone, so when I connected my phone to the CarPlay, it automatically changed the date and the time, which is a really cool feature. Next up will be fitting the reverse camera. This is going to be a really cool feature that these EON head units do come with, is the option for a reverse camera. Because this car has no reverse camera, it has no reverse sensors, that is going to be another big change for this car. Remember, if you'd like one of these universal head units, this head unit could pretty much go in any car with a double din size space in the dash. There is a link in the description, and remember to use code FYD10. It will give you a good £10 off this head unit. Remember, link is in the description. Support them. It can go in any car. Link is in the description. And remember, use code FYD10. And then back to CarPlay. So fantastic unit. I'm so happy with how it came out. Thank you again to EON for actually bringing this awesome technology into an aged car. Now, this is a 20-year-old car now, so having that at my disposal every day makes this car. Remember, link is in the description if you would like yourself your own head unit, and we'll see you all on the next one.